A few moments later.
Hi, Jason here, and welcome back. Well, welcome back. Currently I am in Canada, in Calgary. I'm visiting my dad and my sister for the holidays. And yung video na to, it also has something to do with that because I am making a vlog to try and help people who are traveling. Lalo na ngayon na meron tayong pandemic, how different it is, things that you might want to know because ako personally, before flying out, I had so many questions and the vlogs that are in YouTube right now, a lot of them still left me with questions. So hopefully this video will be able to help a lot of people who are planning to fly out during this pandemic, especially kung manggaling kayo sa Philippines, because I can only vouch for the trip that I had coming from the Philippines going here to Canada. So with that being said, let's start it. But before that, I need a little liquid courage. Anyway, the first thing that you have to remember is to make sure that you have all the information that you need, especially with your airlines and news from your country of destination. Why? Because may mga airline na nagre-require ng negative COVID test, a proof of a negative COVID test result, and meron mga airline na hindi. Same din with countries na pupuntahan nyo. May mga countries that would require a test and may mga countries na hindi. Ako, I called beforehand and everyone informed me that I do not need a COVID test result to present if I wanted to board the flight. So during my departure, I think my flight was around 9:30. So umalis ako para makarating ako sa NAIA Terminal 3 ng around 5:30 because dati nire-require nila, di ba, parang 2 to 3 hours before your flight if you're flying international. But now they ask you to be there 4 hours before your flight dahil syempre mas konti yung mga staff, medyo mas mabagal ang mga kilos for everything na kailangan gawin. So, yung pinakauna mong dadaanan syempre is your yung inspection for the car. So, pagka baba namin ng window, biglang unang tinanong sa amin is, "Sir, meron po ba kayong health declaration form? Or meron ba kayong COVID test na negative, yung result, or whatever?" And then, I told them na, oh, I was not required to have one. And they asked me kung anong airlines na gagamitin ko. Tapos, nung sinabi ko na mag-all Nippon ako, sabi nila, okay, sige sir, proceed lang. So, when you get to NAIA 3, syempre, magpupunta ka sa entrance mo, you will see na ang daming mga signs dahil you have to download this app called Traze, Traze. It's a contact tracing app. Dapat sa bahay pa lang, ma-download nyo na and ma-fill up nyo na. Kasi yung mga hindi alam, nandun lang sila sa gilid trying to download and fill up their information sa labas ng entrance ng NAIA 3. Syempre medyo hassle pa rin yun sa part, diba? So pagdating sa loob, ipapakita mo lang na meron ka na nung app and then mag-x-ray ka na yung first batch of x-ray mo for your luggage. They will ask you to wear your mask and your face shield at all times. Then you will be asked to proceed to your check-in area. So hiwa-hiwalay yung check-in area nyo per flight. Pagdating mo dun sa area nyo, you have to look at things kasi meron silang mga markers for social distancing, so hiwa-hiwalay. And they asked me to fill up this form. It was called a departure form, but it was a little bit weird because nobody throughout my whole experience in NAIA 3 actually asked for the paper. So I don't know where that was supposed to go talaga, but I guess it has a purpose and hindi lang naasikaso siguro yung sa batch namin. I really don't know. When you get to your check-in area, marami kang makikitang bulletin. So maraming mga announcements from different airlines doon sa area nyo. So make sure that in your area, when you're already trying to check in, that you check the bulletin. Pag papapasukin ka na for the check-in, everything's still social distancing, everything still has a marker. Doon mo unang gagamitin yung Trace app, yung contact tracing app nga na pina-download sa inyo in the beginning. Scan mo yung QR code mo doon and then ipapakita sa'yo na parang nakalagay check-in counter completed. Everything else is the same. They will weigh your baggage and they will ask for your passport, give you a boarding pass. The works, same pa rin lahat. Dumiretso na ako sa immigration, everything was the same. Then after nun, medyo nakakalungkot kasi wala talagang bukas. The only thing I saw open were a few restaurants and a few cafes. But since wala nang ako magawa, I went straight to my boarding gate. Since isa na nga lang halos yung flight na nakukuha nila for boarding gate, meron siyang para nakalagay na All Nippon Airways boarding area. And then magka-contact tracing ka ulit, gagamitin mo ulit yung trace app pagpasok mo dun sa may boarding area mo. All the chairs are taped para makapag-social distance of I think at least 2 seats apart. So, super konti talaga ng mga nagka-travel ngayon. Then, after that, I just waited until my boarding time. And then, kinol na kami for boarding. Nag-start kami with people with special needs, special assistance. Next was people flying with children. Talagay sa boarding pass mo kung ano yung group mo eh. Tapos, magbo-board kayo by batches. Tapos, parang mga 15 to 20 people lang, I think, per batch. Tatawagin mo na yung 1, and then after a few minutes, yung 2, ganyan. I was group number 6. So, medyo matagal ako before nakapag-board ng plane. When I was inside the plane, napansin ko rin na everyone was socially distant din. Lahat ng seats ko dun sa flight ko with All Nippon is 1 seat apart ang lahat ng tao. May mga napansin ako na magkakatabi dun sa side nila. But I noticed that they were also family members na. Like, magkakasama na talaga sila. Pagkapasok ko, syempre, naalala ko yung vlog ni Naomi Campbell na super sinasanitize na lahat. So, before my flight, I bought so many cleaning materials. Wipes, alcohol, sanitizer, basta anything na panlinis. Syempre, kasi nga, better safe than sorry. For the flight, we were required to still wear our face shield and face mask. So, for me, na-feel ko na mas safe ako sa part na yon. Also, dun sa flight, binigyan ka rin ng sarili mong set ng cleaning materials like mga wipes. Same experience naman with any other flight. Kumain, and then pwede ka mag-watch ng movie or whatever. Parang normal lang. It's just that konti lang talaga yung tao na nandun sa aircraft. When we landed in Narita, we were asked again to go out in batches. Pero iba na yung experience niya. So, again, nauna muna yung mga merong needing ng special assistance. And then, next was pinalabas yung mga tao with connecting flights. So, I was part of that. And nakalabas na rin ako agad. I don't know na what happened after. But, we were being told na bibigyan kami ng some sort of card na iba yung color. Parang may red and may blue. Parang sinasabi na may ganon. But I never actually got anything. The flight stewards were not in PPE. Weirdly. They were in masks. But yeah, I think that's their thing. So, when I got to the Narita airport, it was sad kasi my friends would tell me na the Narita airport, ang dami mong pwedeng kainan, ang dami mong pwedeng puntahan, pwede ka rin mag-shopping. But when I got there, most of it was closed. I think there was only 1 restaurant open. Everything else was like a convenience store or like duty-free, ganyan. Since wala nga kaming makainan, I just went to 7-Eleven and, you know, had a little haul. Our layover in Narita, and same lang din, lahat puro naka-socially distant. May mga tape dun sa mga chairs that you can't sit here. And konti lang din ulit kami sa flight. Before leaving, they also asked me to download another app. It's called the ArriveCan app, and you should fill it up with your quarantine plan. This is exclusively, syempre, for people who will stay in Canada after their flight. I could not talk about Vancouver so much because my flight from Narita was delayed by 30 minutes, but my Vancouver flight was on time, so I only had 45 minutes to sprint from yung pagbaba ko hanggang sa makapag-board ako, to go through immigration, to go to check out, and then check in again, all of that stuff. Tapos sa kabilang dulo pa pala ng airport yung boarding gate ko. Ang alam ko lang is for all of the times that I had to line up for immigration, for check-in of baggage again, everything was marked. All the floors were marked para makapag-social distance ulit. Which is again good. And then they had this temperature screening then that looked like a photo booth. So, medyo high-tech, medyo nakakatuwa. You also had to show in Vancouver since arriving ka na you have the ArriveCan app, and then they will ask you again of the same information that you put in doon. Parang tatanungin ka nila kung ano yung quarantine plan mo, again, kung saan ka titira, paano ka susunduin, sino magbibigay ng pagkain mo. Basically, that's it. When I got here, 14 days just to be alone and socially distant. And then, by the way, in Alberta, yung province ko sa Canada, they do free testing for people coming from international flights. But unfortunately, I was not qualified dahil may connecting flight ako from Vancouver. But kunwari, if I came directly Manila to Calgary or from dun sa Narita to Calgary, ibababa ka agad kami para makapag-COVID test and then inform us of our results around 2 days later. So yeah, those are all the information that I really made sure that I put inside this video kasi nga I personally had so many questions before flying out, and I just want to help out and make sure nobody has the same amount of kaba that I did before boarding my first flight. If you want a video when I come back to the Philippines after the travel ban, just like, comment, and subscribe so that you can find out if I already posted a video. Comment if you actually want to see a video like that, and I hope to see y'all soon. Bye!